Okay, so today we're diving straight into uh, a collection of information, really centered around quite a significant event, the Thanksgiving service for Wellesley Bolt.
That's right, Usain Bolt's father.
Exactly. And our main source here is a pretty detailed news report covering the service itself.
And I think our goal, our mission for this deep dive is to look past just the headlines.
Yeah, to really understand the tributes, what people shared, and get a sense of Wellesley Bolt himself and, the impact he clearly had.
hmm It's a good window, this report, not just into one person's life, but maybe into the values, the community that sort of shaped such a world-famous athlete.
Absolutely. Let's us explore those foundations, which is always fascinating.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. The setting. Falmouth Seventh-day Adventist Church in Trelawney. This was just recently on a Sunday.
Right.
And what immediately jumped out at me, looking through the report, was the list of attendees. I mean, really prominent figures.
Yeah, quite the list.
You had Prime Minister Andrew Holness, the Deputy PM Dr. Horace Chang, Minister of Sport Olivia Grange,
Even former Prime Minister Bruce Golding was there.
and MP Tova Hamilton, plus sports figures like Chris Gale, Ricardo Gardner, Ian Goodison. It's impressive.
It really is. That kind of turnout, it speaks volumes, doesn't it? It suggests a level of respect that goes beyond just being the father of a superstar.
It makes you wonder, yeah, what kind of quiet influence did he have?
Exactly. It hints at a broader recognition, maybe within Jamaican society itself. What makes someone garner that level of acknowledgement?
And Prime Minister Holness, he spoke directly to Usain, some really heartfelt words.
What did he say?
He said, the entire nation mourns with you, embraces the family, and surrounds you with prayers. It really highlights that national solidarity, in tough personal times.
It does. Even for these huge global figures, moments like this, they bring it back home. That connection to their roots and how personal things can resonate nationally.
Yeah, the communal feeling in loss as much as in celebration. Holness also talked about the role of, Usain's parents and the community, Sherwood Content specifically.
The village aspect.
Precisely. He said, and this is a quote, "It is not easy to be a world champion, and I'm certain that it would have taken Usain's village to raise him. But it all started in the home."
That's a powerful statement. It really makes you think about those building blocks, doesn't it? The ones we don't always see behind the big successes.
It's a key insight, I think. We focus so much on the individual, but this reminds us of the support systems, the values instilled right from the start.
And connecting that to the bigger picture, it suggests, these extraordinary people are often, products of their environment in a deep way.
Then you get Usain's own tribute. Very personal.
What stood out for you there?
He described his father simply as a respectful man, and then he talked about trying to pass that on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he said, that's how my dad was, and that's how I'm trying to grow my kids. To have respect, and to understand, and to listen. It's simple, but wow, quite profound.
It really is that conscious effort to carry on a legacy of character, not just achievement. In a world so focused on the external, that focus on core values like respect, it's telling.
It gives you a glimpse into the family's compass, sort of.
Yeah, it raises that question, doesn't it? How much do we stop and think about the values underpinning success, not just the success itself?
And Usain also reflected on his dad's work ethic. That came through strongly.
Okay.
He recalled, for me, hard work. I watched him work hard and provide for our family. He talked about his dad being up early, home late.
Wow.
And the quote continues, "Your father is working hard to make sure you can get everything that you need." Seeing that dedication firsthand, clearly it left a mark.
Oh, absolutely. Being told work hard is one thing, but seeing it day in, day out, especially from a parent, that embeds the lesson differently.
It's a powerful example.
It really reinforces that idea, doesn't it? That sustained effort, the grind that often goes unseen, it's just crucial.
Definitely. Now, Olivia Grange, the Minister of Sport, her eulogy added another important layer.
Okay.
She really emphasized that Wellesley Bolt was significant in his community, Sherwood Content, before Usain became famous.
That's a key distinction.
Yeah, she said, long before his son Usain became the greatest sprinter of all time, Wellesley Bolt was a big man in his community.
That shifts the focus a bit, right?
It really does. It moves beyond just Usain Bolt's father and acknowledges his own standing, his own impact, influence that isn't just tied to celebrity.
And she gave a concrete example. He owned the local grocery shop for 15 years.
15 years, wow. Until 2017, the report says.
Yeah, meeting the everyday needs of people there. That's such a a tangible contribution. Providing goods, sure, but also just being a reliable presence.
You know, the role of a local shop owner, it's often central in a community, isn't it? It's more than just business.
Absolutely. Stability, connection. 15 years means he was likely a fixture, seeing life unfold.
A trusted figure, probably.
And what I found particularly telling was Minister Grange pointing out that he chose to stay in Sherwood Content, even when he could have, presumably, lived elsewhere.
Right. She used the phrase ostentatious living, suggesting he could have pursued that, but didn't. That speaks volumes about his commitment to his roots, to his community.
It really suggests a value system where community ties, that sense of belonging, maybe mattered more than, showing off wealth.
It does make you think. What truly defines a good life, a fulfilling life?
The cushion.
And it wasn't all just work and community stuff either. The report mentions he loved playing cricket with his friends.
Ah, okay. A bit of his personal side.
Yeah, just a little glimpse into his passions, his downtime. Makes him more human, more relatable, not just a figure in a story.
Exactly. Rounds out the picture.
The report also, just for context, notes he passed away March 31st after an illness.
Right.
And it confirms his background as a businessman there in Sherwood Content, and also that he used to work for the Coffee Industry Board.
Ah, okay. That maybe adds some context to Usain's comments about the hard work and long hours.
Yeah, it grounds his life story a bit more. The coffee board job, the business, it all fits with that picture of dedication.
It does.
So pulling all this together, what emerges for me are themes of, community impact, definitely. Strong family values being passed down.
Mm-hmm. And that thread of hard work and dedication, it runs through everything.
It really does, and all reflected in these tributes we've been discussing.
Yeah, this deep dive really shows a man respected in his own right, way before his son became a global icon. His life seems defined by service, by diligence, by commitment to the people around him.
It really makes you consider those forces, those values that we often don't see, but that shape even these huge, extraordinary achievements.
The villages, as Prime Minister Holness called them.
Exactly. What are the villages, the support systems, the quiet influences behind the success stories we see? It's definitely something worth reflecting on, even after we finish up here today.